would be gone. You are forgotten. You are believing that you are the vehicle. You have heard this in writings, but we are wanting you to see it differently. We are wanting you to see the vehicle as something for you to use. It's an inanimate object that is animated by your light, that is animated by your essence creator within, that is animated by your authority to create. And that authority comes to you because you are the creator. And so, when you find yourself bored in your journey, we agree with one who has said this before. When you are bored in your journey, you have mastered your journey and must seek something new to create. That does not mean you must quit your job, sell your house, and leave your family. It means that within your job, you are not looking at your work as something you can be creative in. You are not seeing yourself as part of a creation that the originator began. You are helping the originator bring into form the creation. And so you have ideas. You can add to the creation. You can bring to the originator, the owner of your company, your ideas for improvement, for expansions, for inventions. But we do not. We see ourselves as soldiers to the commander. That one over there in the corner, he knows. He has authority. He has a spark. He's inventive. I wish I could be so. Do you? Then be so. Reclaim it. Let your course of study in this journey no longer be who created you, why you were created, how you were created. Do you have a soulmate? Are there more of you? Do you have a soul family? Let that go and study your human self. Are you connected to your humanity? Are you connected to the human that you are? Do you sparkle in your knees? Do your toes feel filled with light so that you can walk with that spark? Do you give yourself permission to do things differently? To watch for miracles, to participate in invention, to see the world as what it could be instead of what it is? That, my friends, is the inner authority of you, the spark of you. That is why we were created. We were not created to worship a God and show a God what he was able to do. We are the creations, being what we are able to be and do. And that is why in the study of oneness, there is this concept that we are all one. It is because we are all holding within us the spark of that which created us. Whether you believe it is a God, a creator, a universe, or a breath, we are that which created us. And that which created us wants to experience the creation. But to experience the creation, we must be present in what has been created, present in our toes and present in our knees, present in our mind and aware of our thoughts, present in our words and present in our desires. And in that presence, you will find what you are seeking in your spiritual journey, in your churches and on your knees. That is where you will find it, not in the words that come from your mouth, or the prayers that formulate in your head, or the begging for help from a deity. There is even a saying in your dogmatic places, God helps those that helps himself. Why? Because God cannot help you if you do not embrace action. A miracle cannot reach you if you have not got the word yes in your vocabulary. Participation, interaction, responsiveness, inventiveness. These are the answers to prayers. This is where prayer demonstrates its answer. This is where Creator demonstrates why you were created, in you participating. But we ask you in your participation not to see yourself as some puppet of a master puppeteer. Whether it is the boss of your company or the God in your church, there is no puppeteer. You are no puppet. If there is a puppeteer, it is in the core of you. It is in the light center of you that moves your arms and your legs. It is in the heart that fuels your body. It is in the brain that fuels your desires. This is where the master puppeteer is. And this is where the course of study wants to be. How am I being me today? Where is my impetus coming from? What is my idea for myself today? What do I want to accomplish today? What difference did I make today? Who am I responding to? There is also a saying in your dogmas, the Kabbalah, that a life lived alone is a wasted life, because there cannot be interaction with just one. We have chosen earth. We have chosen human because we are tribal, because we are interconnected, because we are interdependent, because as a babe in human form, you are dead within hours if you are left alone on your own. And so the need for the interdependency is part of the creation. We are not here to become better in spite of ourselves. We are here to become who we can be and the best we can be with ourselves, with each other, in a tribal, interconnected, interdependent way, with nature, with humans. And so this day we ask you to consider your spiritual journey is not the study of spirit. It is the study of your human self, your humanity. Who are you in relationship to your society, to your humanity? How are you connected to your humanity? How big is your tribe? Who are your tribal members? In your new vernacular, what is your network? Who are your Facebook friends and why? And what are you doing to stay connected, participating in connection? This is the study of your humanity, but not a humanity that is guided, nor dictated, nor ruled by another human, but by an internal connectedness to a desire. What can I do this time? What can I do this day? What can I do this lifetime that I have not done before? How can I be even more in my creation than I have been ever before? This is the voice of the Creator in the form. This is not you as the slave to another who can hear their Creator voice. They are not better. They are listening. They are not stronger. They are listening. They are not powerful. They are listening. And the way you wish your deity, who you pray to hear you, can you hear yourself? Do you hear your own prayers? And hear in your own heart what you need? And do you allow yourself to say yes, so that that prayer can be answered? A delivery can come to your door, but if the door is locked, the delivery goes bad and spoils, sitting on the porch. And you inside never know it was delivered. And so this day we ask you, perceive yourself as a being of creation, a light being, a spark of inventiveness in a form that can invent. We have fingers and toes, brain and thought. We have technology, inventions. Why? So we can be creators. This is not to imply in an egoic way that you should rebel against authority. Do not let the ego of your judging mind exaggerate our counsel. It is about being in connection and knowing who to work with and how to work with them. How to be supportive and how to be directing. When to be directing and when to be following. When to be supporting and when to be initiating. That all comes from inside. And that can still happen in a job. How are you helping the company you work for be a better company? Are you a member of the company or a slave to the company? Do you have ideas for your company? Do you share them? Have you thought, instead of complaining, of finding invention so that the company can improve? Participate. It is okay that you are helping another make a creation, but that does not mean you are not a creator. Do not give up the inner authority. Do not give up your creation abilities. And keep putting the screw in the hole on the door every day at the same time, in the same place, in the same way. Look for inventiveness. That is why there are many in your world who have hobbies. That is their place where their creativeness can be freed. The creativity within you wants to be free. It is even why you complain, because your creativity is trapped. But instead of just complaining, apply your own inventive creativity to your own complaint and better your own company, your own world. Not because you own the company, but because you're participating in something and have agreed with this owner that you will help them build a better company, build a better car, give better service. And so this day we suggest to you, we are all creators, whether we are entrepreneurs, business owners, or inventors, or waitresses. We are all touching the people we work with, touching the people we work for, expressing the people we work for through our expression. And so again we repeat to you, your spiritual journey is not the study of spirit, it is the study of your humanity and how to be creator in action using human form. You in your humanity, this is your spiritual journey, this is your course of study. What are you experiencing in your world and why? And at the end of each day, what has brought you joy and what has brought you discontentment and why? Be aware. In the spiritual journey, there are many slogans and perceptions and things we strive for, and one of those is acceptance. Be aware. The judging mind also knows all of these spiritual strivings, including acceptance. And the judging mind sometimes uses the concept of acceptance to create stagnation, stuckness. Why? Because I am accepting my lot in life. I am accepting that this is what I do. But that, we are suggesting this day, is a misuse of the concept of acceptance. You are to accept who you are and how you are who you are. But that does not mean you are not inventive and creative. Just because you didn't have the idea for the company you work for does not mean that your presence cannot make that company more than it could be without you. Acceptance is not resignation. Acceptance is movement and hopefulness and creativity. Accepting who you are in your human form. I am not one at this point in my life to be the executive director of a company. That is acceptance. That does not translate to you being less than the executive director of the company. That is judgment. You are saying, this time, I want to be a spoke in the wheel and help all the other spokes move the wheel. You are not less than the wheel. Without the spokes, the wheel does not move. Without the employees, the company does not work. You are as important as the executive director, as the inventor of the machine you work on. But only if you can see yourself as a creator, as an important member of the wheel. But the judging mind, wanting to use this concept of, I must be accepted, calls it acceptance when what it's really pushing you into is a stuck space of resignation, a judgment of less. I am less because I am the employee, and you are more because you own the company. 'Tis not so. You are helping the owner of the company create. And so we keep repeating ourselves because it is simple. Who are you really? How are you in your humanity? What difference do you make in your humanity? And so this day we began by bringing the light of the divine universality through the crown into the body, down to the kneecaps and the toes. Because there's no chakra of great importance, there's no course of study about the knees and the toes and the light within them. But they fill with light and the body moves. Your body is a miracle. Form is miraculous. It is a wonder. As another on your world has already said, you do not make your heart beat. You do not say, now, lungs, breathe again. Why? Because this is miraculous mechanism that has been created by the creators for the creator's use. And you are a spark of that Creator.